fellow delegates, and welcome to the 23rd Annual Washington Area Malta United Nations Conference. My name is Carson Baxter, and I'm serving as Executive Director. On behalf of the entire Secretariat and the George Washington University, I would like to welcome you to this historic rendition of our conference. While we cannot welcome you today in a physical space, we hope that this virtual setting will allow you to engage in Malta United Nations' main mission to become informed, globalized citizens. Now, I would like you to join me in welcoming the rest of our WAMUNC Secretariat.
Hi, my name is Isha Gupta, and I'm the Director of Conference Relations. I'm from Northville, Michigan, and I'm a freshman studying international affairs and concentrating in international politics and economics. My favorite Model UN memory is from my senior year of high school when I went to New York to a conference called WAMUNC, and it's an international conference, and it was right before COVID-19 hit. And this year for WAMUNC, I'm super excited to get a different perspective on Model UN and to see how great we can make this online conference.
Hi everyone, my name is Amanda and I'm a sophomore at the GW University studying International Relations. I will be your Director of Programming this weekend and we're so excited to see all of your faces over Zoom. I've been on the GW's Collegiate Model UN team for a while now and I'm so excited to attend my first ever WAMUNC. I really look forward to seeing all of you guys and hope you all have a great weekend.
Hi everyone, my name is Jack Wild. I am the Director of Safety and Security for this year's conference, and I'm coming to you from the Soldiers and Sailors Monument here in New York City. I'm really looking forward to a great conference and meeting all of you, because my favorite memory over the years with Model UN has always been meeting new delegates from all over the country and the world.
Hi, my name is Olivia, and I'm this year's Director of Press Relations for WAMUNC 23. I'm spending my semester from New Jersey, but I'm so excited to virtually meet all of you guys this year. My favorite Model UN experience has been the fact that I get to meet so many other students dedicated to diplomacy and such important international issues. I hope you guys enjoy this year's conference, and don't forget to check out our social media and our merch.
Hi, I'm Vitali Thepre. I'm the Director of Finance for WAMUNC. I am originally from Pune, India. At GW, I'm studying International Business and Innovation and Entrepreneurship. My favorite MUN memory would be prepping with my team for any MUN, so like going over crisis ops, researching, and in general like getting to hang out with them. I'm excited for WAMUNC this year because it's my first ever WAMUNC, and I'm excited to see what we've been working for a year to come to life and meet all the delegates and see what exciting things you guys have to say.
Hi everybody, my name's Natalia and I'm going to be your USG for International Bodies. My favorite Model UN memory is getting to go to Montreal for MICMUN, and I'm most looking forward to getting to meet everybody virtually.
Hi, I'm Lavanti and I'm this year's USG for Regional Bodies and Councils at WAMUNC. I'm a second-year student majoring in International Affairs at the Elliott School, and I'm from Alpharetta, Georgia. My favorite MUN memory is always meeting up back with my team and delegates after a long day of committee session. And I'm super excited for this year's WAMUNC to meet up with all the new delegates and explore the different committees and help out as much as I can, though it's in a virtual format.
Hi everyone, my name is Gabriel and I will be your USG for Historic and Specialized Bodies at this WAMUNC 23. I am from San Juan, Puerto Rico, and my favorite MUN memory is when I went with my high school team to University of Chicago's Model UN conference and we watched the Super Bowl together. And one reason as to why I'm excited for this year's WAMUNC is because the first WAMUNC I ever staffed has been a highlight of my time at GW so far, and I'm sure that this second year will be no different.
Oh hey, didn't see you there. I'm Emma Start, I'm your USG for Crisis Committees at this year's WAMUNC. I'm from the Bay Area of California, and my favorite memory of Model United Nations is traveling to Montreal my freshman year and competing with McGill University. And I'm excited for WAMUNC this year because our crisis committees are awesome, and I can't wait for Midnight Crisis.
Hi, my name is Carson Baxter, and I'm serving as your Executive Director for WAMUNC 23. I'm currently a sophomore in the Elliott School, majoring in International Affairs with a concentration in International Development and a minor in Sustainability. I'm originally from Cape Coral, Florida, but now Washington, D.C. is my home, and WAMUNC is what made me want to attend GW, so I'm super excited to have you all at this conference with us this year.
Hello delegates, my name is Sebastian Cardona and I'm this year's Chief of Staff of WAMUNC. I'm a junior in GW's Institute School of Public Health with a minor in Public Policy while pursuing a master's in Health Policy. I'm from San Juan, Puerto Rico, but today I'm joining you from Washington, D.C. I've been involved in MUN since middle school, which is giving me the necessary skills and mindset to share the WAMUNC experience with you all.
Hi, my name is Will Liscombe, and I'm honored to be WAMUNC's 23rd Secretary General. I'm a senior studying international affairs with minors in geography and public health. I'm from Connecticut, but I currently reside in Washington, D.C. I am super excited for this year's WAMUNC to provide a fun and educational experience for all the delegates.
Now, please join me in welcoming our Chief of Staff, Sebastian Cardona.
Every year, the staff of WAMUNC chooses a charity for you all to help us support. This year, we're joining Relief International and their 7,300 staff and volunteers in their global efforts to meet the ever-changing needs of populations in vulnerable situations.
Hello everyone, and thank you all for being here today. It is an honor to speak with you today at this year's one-of-a-kind Model UN conference and to talk about our mission and our vision at Relief International. I commend you, delegates, for your commitment to diplomacy, to humanitarian activities, and to being the change you wish to see. Your passion for this work, combined with the knowledge and skill you are developing through this conference and your university studies, are vital for humanity. I am Azadeh Hassani, Global Humanitarian Director and Interim Regional Director of Africa at Relief International. It's been my privilege to work with Relief International for over 8 years, previously serving as International Program Director and Country Director for Iran and a few other countries. At Relief International, our mission is simple. We deliver life-saving aid to millions living on the edge of survival, while also working alongside communities to solve their toughest long-lasting challenges. We are restoring job opportunities, delivering critical health care, providing clean water, sanitation, and hygiene services, and developing life-changing education programs. We are a team of 8,000 staff, working in 16 countries across Asia, Africa, and Middle East. Much of Relief International's global work is providing health and nutrition services to families in fragile settings such as Yemen, Somalia, South Sudan, Afghanistan, or Bangladesh. These families are likely displaced, affected by active conflict, living in remote and under-resourced locations, or some combination of those three. With the COVID-19 pandemic still spreading across the globe, our work has never been more important. Our teams on the ground have quickly responded to the growing needs of the communities we serve by distributing hygiene kits, hand sanitizers, and personal protective equipment like face masks. We have set up screening checkpoints and isolation centers for people who have tested positive for the virus. We are also providing emergency healthcare services and have stood up COVID isolation facilities in several locations. And of course, we are educating communities with accurate information about symptoms and preventive measures. As I mentioned before, at Relief International, we strive to create lasting change. This means we don't just run it when crisis strikes and run out. We respond to people's most urgent needs like food, clean water, and emergency healthcare, and then we immediately start planning for long-term change. This is what's required in a fragile setting. Things don't get fixed immediately. It also means we don't have to make a choice between humanitarian work and development work. Whether in Afghanistan, Yemen, Lebanon, Syria, or Bangladesh, we are proud to partner with people living in the world's most vulnerable situation to provide emergency relief and to help develop strategies for the future. As humanitarians, we must have an unwavering commitment to improving lives, and we must always find compassion. You've done this. Our work is possible because of your support, so thank you. I hope you will take this opportunity to become more involved in Relief International's work. I invite you to explore our website at ri.org, where you can visit the fragile places we work from the comfort of your home. Sign up for our newsletter and get updates straight to your inbox. Donate financially. No matter the amount, your gift will have a serious impact. And lastly, follow us on social media for updates from our teams on the ground. We are so grateful for your support of our work, helping people in vulnerable situations build a better future for themselves. On behalf of all of us at Relief International, thank you.
Thank you for watching, and all of us at WAMUNC are excited to see your commitment with these global issues. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce your Secretary General, Will Liscombe.
Thank you, Seba, and thank you so much to Relief International for their work and their partnership during this conference. Over the course of the school year, our staffers have worked tirelessly to prepare to host our first ever virtual conference. We've overcome many challenges and roadblocks along the way just to be where we are today, standing here in front of you. I'm immensely proud of the work our Secretariat and staffers have put in through the year, and I'm excited to finally see it set in motion for you delegates. Because this is the first time you or I will ever partake in the first virtual WAMUNC, we put together a little presentation to help you get adjusted to this new format of ModUN. Take a look. Welcome to the WAMUNC 23 Delegate Information video that will help you all better understand WAMUNC operations this year virtually. Before we delve into the specifics of Zoom, Slack, and Google Drive, there's some important information I need to relay first. All delegates should understand and be able to access the conference resources channel of their Slack workspace. I'll be going into the specifics of this channel on the next slide, but this will house various forums for the delegates, our charity link and Venmo, our merchandise link, programming opportunities available, and much, much more. In addition, Western business attire is required for all delegates at all times during the conference. There are no exceptions to this rule whatsoever. This year, we want to see how you are partaking in WAMUNC, and for a chance to be featured in closing ceremonies or on the WAMUNC Instagram page, tag us at WAMUNC in your stories or post and show us your setup for the conference. As I said, the conference resources channel will be the delegates' guide to all things related to the conference. There is a tech form on there. If delegates are having issues related to Zoom, Slack, or Google Drive, they can fill that out. There is also an incident behavior form. If there is an issue in committee, delegates may submit this anonymous form that myself and the executive director have access to. We will be taking all submissions to this form very seriously and will not tolerate any inappropriate behavior in committee. As you all saw, our charity this year is Relief International. We are super excited to be partnered with them, and this year we'll be taking donations via Venmo, which can be found in that conference resources. We also have merch available to all delegates and advisors if they want. The link to our custom ink shop will be in this channel, and delegates can order merch directly to their house. Lastly, we have a few programming opportunities available to delegates. First is on Friday before committee. We have a few staffers who volunteered to be a part of a college FAQ panel. So whether you want to attend the George Washington University or have other college questions, the sign-up link to this panel will be in the conference resources channel.
In lieu of a delegate dance this year, we will be offering delegates 3 opportunities on Saturday night: a trivia game, a few games of Scribble.io, and a speed friend-making event. Again, all of this can be found in our committee resources channel, in our conference resources channel. This year, our chairs were given the following awards criteria to look for when choosing awards. So what are we looking for in a well-rounded delegate? Well, first, we have diplomacy. So delegates should be professional and respectful to their chairs and all members of committee. Their policies should be accurate and in character, in line with policy accuracy. And lastly, participation will not just include talking during debate or just focusing on writing the resolution or just worrying about back room or just worrying about front room in crisis. We want to see all delegates be participating in all forms of committee, both over Zoom in debate and in unmods, over Slack, in working papers and directives. As I alluded to, this year, WAMUNC will be taking advantage of Zoom, Slack, and Google Drive for the conference. As it says here, Zoom will be used for the debate portions of the conference, like the speakers list, moderated caucuses, and unmoderated caucuses. Slack will be the primary source of communication for the delegates amongst themselves and to the chairs. And lastly, we have the Google Drive, which will be the home for working papers, directives, and crisis updates to keep all delegates and staffers organized during the conference. So we do have some mandatory policies for Zoom that I want to make sure every delegate is aware of. First, the link you were given is the link you will be using for all committee sessions. It won't change and you won't need a new one from your chair each day. Next, all delegates are required to have their camera on at all times during the conference. For Slack, I know there were some issues joining. Some committees or delegations couldn't access their Slack workspaces, and we are aware of this and have this solved. All chairs will be sending out the invitation to delegates in the beginning of committee again, and all the problems with the link should be rectified. Delegates will be allowed to create private channels and group chats with other delegates once in the Slack workspace. To compare this to an aspect of an in-person conference, think of Slack as passing notes to other delegates or going outside the room to talk to another delegate about a committee, a policy point or working paper. In addition, when the Zoom call ends for the session or the day, delegates will have a way to contact their chairs and all other delegates in the committee to ask questions and collaborate. On the side here of the screen, you can see there are 2 mock Slack workspaces available. The one on the left is Dissect, so a non-crisis committee. There's the conference resources channel, like I mentioned earlier. And depending on how your chair set it up, your workspace will look different, but there's a looking for block channel. There's a couple of different block channels to join. And there's motions on the table and speakers list channels that will just help committee run more smoothly. And the one on the right is a crisis workspace. In there, there is a looking for sponsors channel, crisis updates channel, and much, much more. Delegates can also request channels, public channels to be created from their chairs. Lastly, we have the Google Drive folder. And similar to Slack, chairs will be sending this link out in the beginning of committee. This Google Drive folder will serve as the virtual docket for each committee. It will keep delegates, chairs, and crisis directors organized with the various documents of committee. You can see in the pictures that there's a working papers folder where delegates can place their working papers to allow collaboration. There's a submitted working papers folder for delegates to turn in completed working papers to the chair. On the crisis side, there's a folder for crisis updates, directive, and past and failed directives. This Google Drive will keep all documents from committee in the same place so that everyone will have access to it. And that is everything you need to know for the conference. I'm super excited for WAMUNC to get underway, and I hope you are too. The Secretariat and I, along with all staffers, wish each of you the best of luck this conference.
Thank you so much for watching, and with the end of that video, the opening ceremonies of WAMUNC have concluded. Are there any points or motions?
Motion to open WAMUNC 23.
That motion is in order. The motion is to open WAMUNC 23. All those in favor? All those opposed? That motion passes. I now declare WAMUNC 23 in session.